everyone, welcome back to my channel, Elemental Origins. My name is Starr, and today I'm going to enter into the space with a lavender and rosemary smudge stick, and it was barely being held together by this string when I pulled it out of its bag. I've been house sitting a little while, so yeah, there was just some loosening of the strings in movement, and that feels significant to someone. I've had a right day trying to set up this reading, everyone. It was number 27 on the clock there as I looked, and I feel like there are some messages that are coming out today that something out there does not want me to give to you, and I've been seeing this in my personal spaces as well. And you know, you've heard me speak about this before, but this negative energy that's trying to hold us back, trying to hold us down. And, you know, some of you might see this as negative self-talk. Some of you might literally, you know, experience this as entities, seeing sort of darker entities and spirits in the real time. And some of you might just feel a heaviness right now, more than you normally do. And there is something happening specifically at this time and throughout October where the veil is super, super, super thin. And today's reading is for the equinox, and specifically the fall equinox because I'm in the northern hemisphere. So an equinox is when the sun crosses the equator and the day and night are equal in measure. So where I am, I'm coming into autumnal season, which is the fall. And this is connecting to the next full moon that we have coming up, which is known as the harvest moon. And I think a lot of you are on the precipice of really stepping into something that is completely new for you. And some of you have been setting these manifestations for years, I'm hearing. And this is why this energy is so rampant right now, just trying to hold you back. Because it doesn't want you to step in to that new, to that expression of you. Because it is of pure light. It is of pure expression. It is of pure creativity. And you know, this might not make sense to you why this is happening, but just tune in. Just see how differently you might have felt over the past couple of weeks as opposed to the past 2 months. There is something in this shadow season that is really trying to pull some of you down because you are so powerful. So the information that I was getting setting up for this was to be slow, to really slow it down, be super observant, be super vigilant. And I was really smelling dog poop as well when I was setting up, and I was like, oh my gosh, why am I smelling that? But that's significant to someone. I feel like there was like a bad stench in your house, and you know, that is an entity, that is a spirit of sorts, that is an entity. So don't just ignore this. And if you feel called to be working with me, please do reach out to me. But see how you can be cleansing your home, see how you can be making sure that you are looking out for those things that are truly there. And I think there are some spaces right now where people are seeing into the ether. You're picking up on things and you keep telling yourself that this isn't happening, this is in your head, and I'm here to tell you that it's not. It's really happening. And I was thinking about, you know, I think this season, I think some of you are going to literally start to be able to hear and see spirit, and this is not something you've ever done before this lifetime. And I think it's going to shock you because I think you thought that these things don't exist, but they are going to make themselves aware to you. And that's not to scare you, that's not to be something that to be fearful of, as long as you are, you know, setting your protection and making sure you are doing things for the highest good of yourself and those around you. But I brought in some jasper today, red jasper, which is great for balancing aggression. I was feeling a lot of like tingly, fiery energy setting up, and it was very much like this reading is going to be, yeah, forging of fire. And this idea of that, I feel like some of you are in such haste to get something done, to get something created, or to just be changing. And, you know, Spirit's coming in today to say that you have to slow down because otherwise you might trip yourself up somewhere that is really integral for your growth. When you move through Spirit, it is a slow-paced movement. It isn't a fast-paced movement. And I think this sometimes, yeah, it puts people off, or it makes you feel like you've done something wrong when you haven't. To work in divine right time often feels very out of time to, you know, the time that we are used to living in, because time doesn't exist. So spirit time definitely doesn't work by our clock, by our calendars. That being said, the cyclical seasons are very much connected to spirit, and we are turning in right now. We're turning in to look back at our shadow. We're turning in to look back at the past right now, everyone, and to just be, I keep hearing this word coagulating, which is connected to blood, and there's like a melding happening. There is a melding of sorts happening in each of your lives, and I brought in Tiger's Eye as well, which is great for turning the mundane into something unique. And I really feel like there is like a magic that is happening right now that everyone is kind of getting into flow with. It's like you're learning to to walk a magical path as opposed to the mundane. It's like everyone here is like taking a sidestep from what they thought life to be, from what they thought life should be, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And it also brought in some hematite, which is connecting the body to the earth. And I didn't know this before, but I think I did, but I've just forgotten that this is what the word means. But hematite actually originates from the Greek word, which is hema, which means blood. And I actually made an offering to the ground of my own blood, my own menstrual cycle before sitting down for this reading. And it felt really important. And I'd laid some ashes there from the last new moon, burning some intentions, letting go of the past. And I felt like I was concreting in that energy. I was concreting that, you know, that expression to Gaia and her saying, I hear you, I'm listening to your prayers, and they have been answered. But there was a layer of like disgust that was coming through as I was like mixing the blood with the mud. And apologies, this isn't going to be for everyone, but this is going to make sense for you. You are going to want to continue to be here, you know, if these messages resonate for you. And I did kind of warn everyone that they were going to get a little bit wonky, a little bit weird. So this might not be your space anymore. But there was a layer of just grotesque that was there. And I thought, oh gosh, I know this so well. I know this space so well. And, you know, once I thrived in that space, and now, you know, I can be there, I can be doing what I need to do there, but I don't live there. It's like it has its place, it has its space, but that is not where I reside anymore. And I think that is connecting to some of you wanting to make those giant shifts in your life. Like you're really wanting to put this, like, this darkness down, and, you know, this depression or this stagnancy or this addiction. It's like you're really wanting to put it down. So start working with Mother Earth, because she's here to help you. I brought in a feather, I brought in a rose, I brought my little feminine twig, Twiggy, I like to call her. And then we've just got all root, grounding, sacral and solar plexus chakra crystals. And I brought in my witch's hat, which is obsidian, and pyrite skull as well. And yeah, I think this skull is really important to someone as a confirmation. Yeah, he's beautiful. And I really connect with skulls. There was a time when I was first getting to know crystals, and skulls were the ones that spoke to me first. But this reading is feeling a little bit, I don't know what to call it, everyone. It feels very open. I got a lot of decks by the side of me, and I've been told I'm going to do an extra reading at the end as well. But I've pre-shuffled some oracle. I do have some tarot, and then I've got more oracles. So I'm just going to go into a free flow and see what wants to come through for which pile. But I feel like every single pile is going to be incredibly different. So really tune in with this message today, and take a minute to pick your pile. And I'm going to go ahead with pile number 1. Hello Pile 1, this is your reading. Let's see what, Spirit wants to say to you. This feels like a very Spirit-led reading as opposed to a galactic energy today as well, everyone. We've got the Smoky Wearer and 47. Witch's Cottage and Security. Hen Feasting and Union. Angura and Mastery, and it was in reverse, and I'm going to keep it as such. And the final card that I've got for you is Aletheia. And I find this fascinating with the light and the dark aspects here with the shadow. You're not able to see something clearly right now, Pile 1. And this is connecting to security. This is connecting to security. This is connecting to divine union. I'm seeing this as like smoke and daggers. There's something that is still tripping you up, Pile 1. And your spirit teams are saying, don't fall for the illusion. There is something around you right now that is incredibly illusionary. And they're saying, don't fall into that trap. It's like, believe that you're the master. Believe that you're the master and you can create anything. Your teams are wanting you to know that through this equinox, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust that you know right from wrong, left from right, light from dark, and you see it. I think you are trying to pretend that you don't see as much as you do, Pile 1. It's like you are trying to pretend that you don't know what is happening right now in your life, because it almost feels, it's like the stuff of magic, and you kind of can't believe what is happening. You kind of can't believe what right now is happening to be true. And it's going to be incredibly different for each of you. But it's like you're turning away from the magic, Pile 1. And this is this stagnant energy. This is this negative energy. Yeah. Potential promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. It's like, don't give up, Pile 1. Please, please, please don't give up right now. Your teams are saying that there is something just around the corner. Release the petals, transformation, death, rebirth, shedding, or change. All you have to do is keep releasing, Pile 1. And you're going to have what you've been asking for a real long time. Yeah, after the rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, and acceptance. You've accepted that something is over. So now something else is about to come directly in for you, Pile 1. And the thing that you're not allowing yourself to see is that you've created this for yourself. You said no somewhere. You said no to someone, to something. And this is going to look incredibly different for your situation. This might have been walking away from a job. This might have been walking away from a marriage, I'm hearing. And it's like you're about to step into a brand new everything. And you don't believe this to be true. And that's the illusion right now around you, Pile 1. I'm going to get confirmations. Yeah, 7 of Cups. The illusion is that you're going to have lots of options, Pile 1. And you didn't think that you didn't think you could do it. But you've alchemized something so perfectly that now you're free. You have your freedom, Pile 1. You have your utmost amount of freedom. And your teams of light are incredibly proud of you. And you've laid some solid foundations. I think that's something else that you're not leaning into and believing right now. Yeah, because you're still feeling the pain of the past. I'm being guided to the Buddha there as well. So looking into Buddhist practices might help you ease some pain right now, Pile 1, if that's not something you've ever looked into before. But you are ripe to receive, Pile 1, so ripe to receive that your teams of light are saying just keep being you. Just keep being you. Just keep being everything that you know you can be. I think you might be really struggling right now, Pile 1. You might be really struggling to get that gusto. It's like you might wake up in the morning and think, oh gosh, why am I here again? And you might really resonate as being a starseed. And I've been feeling really homesick of late. I've been feeling so homesick for the stars that I just was like, when do I get to go home now? And I think you might be in this energy too, Pile 1. And your teams are saying, please, 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 just trust them, trust yourself, and most importantly, trust that you've done enough to have changed your life. I think that you've really been trying so hard at something, Pile 1, and it's like you can't believe that you've done enough. Atlantis, keep the big vision, stay in alignment, and just stay in alignment as you grow. Yeah, and I said stay in alignment and just grow. It's like you've been growing for such a long time, Pile 1. Your teams are like, why would you not believe that things are going to just fall into your lap? Because, cleansing, releasing the old, because you have been releasing so much. Energetic tune-up and new beginnings. And you have incredible new beginnings on the horizon, Pile 1. Incredible new beginnings. Things that you couldn't have even dreamed of yourself. And I think that's what it is. Isle of Avalon, healing, returning to wholeness and transformation. You've transformed so much, you might not even know who you are anymore, Pile 1. And it's not to say you don't know yourself, but it's almost like the human side of you. When I say human, it's almost like the vessel side of you that is here is having to catch up with your soul's and your mind's expansion. So there's like a disconnect happening, and we're going through a massive ascension process where our body is having to re-alchemize, to be turning back into crystalline energy. So it's almost like you've been leading without hearing it, and now you're almost hearing yourself back to yourself, and you're like, whoa, like, how is this me? How have I created this? How have I set these things into motion? But you can't quite grasp that yet. Does that make sense, Paiwan? It's almost like your higher self and your now self are so in alignment that you can't see it anymore. You have shed so much that you almost don't feel here, I don't think, Paiwan. So keep grounding, keep doing a lot of grounding activations, keep doing a lot of things to help you feel like you are here, feel like you are present, because I think you are not grounded, but in a very different way. You don't feel maybe spaced out, you don't maybe feel, flighty or floaty, but I think you just, it's almost like you don't believe that you are even here anymore. And that's only going to resonate if it resonates. But I think that everyone that is here, it completely, you understand what I'm saying, but I almost can't put it into words. You are here, Pile One. You are who you think you are, and you're amazing. You know exactly what you know. You know the truth. You are standing in your truth. I think you've had a lot of people not validate your experience, not validate your how you see the world, Pile One. And you might be on the spectrum of being really tuned into the other realms. Yeah, that makes so much sense. But you've come out of these stagnant waters, bottom of the deck energy, feeling stuck. And you've called in all the flow, the shifts and the change. You've called it all in, Pile One. And I'm only laughing because I think you've gone into a state of I just don't know. And your teams are saying, it's okay, lean on us. They're saying, please, please, please lean on us and ask for more help. They want to step in and help you, Pile One. Your teams of light really want to step in and help you. So ask for their help, ask for their guidance. And some of you, I know this is going to really irk you because you think that, you might not be experiencing spirit in the way that you want to. All your galactic teams I'm hearing, but you are experiencing them. You notice when they're not there, is what they are telling me. And the final card that I've got for you is 14 and understanding and looking at both sides. You have gone round and round and round and round and round the houses with your life, Pile One, to try and make it make sense to everyone else. And your teams of light are saying no. They're saying no more. They're saying you know the truth. And, don't tip into ego at any point. But you're so humble, Pile One, that you couldn't. They're saying trust that you know the truth. And if you're not being validated by others, it is simply because they are wanting to hold you back. It is simply because you are triggering them. And they don't want you to see your worth. It's as simple as that, Pile One. So keep going. Your teams of light are saying, please keep going. I can feel this pain. Yeah, it's like the pain is like in your third eye, Pile 3. There's like been a blockage that's happened in your third eye because you keep telling yourself that something isn't right, something is wrong, you're wrong in some way because the world doesn't look like how you know the world to be. And it's because you're an expansive soul, Pile 1. And trust me, I've been there. I'm still there in certain scenarios, situations, and it's frustrating AF. I feel it, believe me. But you know the truth. So keep telling yourself that you know. And stick to what you do know, Pile 1. If things are feeling out of balance, if things are feeling out of sorts for you, just do what you know to be you, to be true right now, Pile 1. Stick to what you're good at. I think don't delve too deeply into the darkness this season of fall, Pile 1, because you have done so much already. Your teams of light are saying, we will always have shadow work to do, but it's almost like take a beat, skip this season, you know. Work on the things that make you feel light. Work on the things that make you feel creative. Work on the things that are going to bring your soul's nourishment. So they're saying, you know, do the shadow work, but do it super lightly. Focus on the things that bring you joy and happiness. They're saying, you know, eat and be full like butter. Be full with life. Enjoy where you are right now, Pile 1. I think you're going to be gifted some opportunities to help make you feel more like you, and people around you that know you, Pile 1. It's almost like you can't see yourself because, yeah, others haven't allowed you to see you because they didn't want you to see yourself as amazing as you are, but you know it in your heart, Pile 1. You know it in your heart, and I wish I could give you a real big hug, Pile 1. I wish I could give you a real massive hug, but you know it in your heart. So keep coming back to that. Keep coming back to you. Keep coming back to your knowing, because your knowing is the truth. And I don't say those things lightly. You know the truth of a situation. You know the truth of your life. Yeah, look at this face here. I haven't used these cards this much, that much, Pile 1. But I didn't see these faces until I've just looked at them now. And it's like, yeah, you've been hidden in plain sight for a lot of people, Pile 1. And now they're starting to see you. So let them see you. There are people that are wanting to welcome you in with open arms. Let those be your people, Pile 1. Stop trying to make yourself fit into situations where you just don't belong anymore. And if you're trying to mold to be something for someone else, why? Why? Why would you sacrifice being you for someone else? Be you, Pile 1. Be exactly as you are. No one is perfect, but to be you is to be perfect. Which I think is just so beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for that. To be you is to be perfect. And it's true. I've seen this little eye here. Someone's had their eye on you for a while, Pile 1. This might be a new spirit guide that's wanting to come in and speak to you. This might be a passed over loved one. You're going to start seeing signs and synchronicities from them. And this is really going to help you release a lot of past pain, I'm hearing. So yeah, I'm just seeing this as tears now. Just keep crying it out, I want to say, Pile 1. Keep crying it out. Whatever's been happening, whatever chaos has been going on around you, just keep crying and releasing, because you deserve so much love. You deserve so much happiness. And you bring so much happiness to others, Pile 1. You bring so much happiness to others, and I think this is something that you don't allow yourself to see. And your teams of light are saying, please, 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 you have to start honoring yourself. You have to start loving yourself to a whole new level, Pile 1, because you're at a whole new level. You have leveled up so much, Pile 1. Your teams are so incredibly proud of you. Incredibly proud of you. They're saying keep doing what you do, because you're magic. And I'm going to leave it there, Pile 1. If you would like an extended reading, please do not hesitate to reach out, because I feel like there might be some things that need clarifying for you. And, you know, I'm here for personal readings if you feel that calling. But thank you for trusting me to be your practitioner, Pile 1. And yeah, thank you for being here today. These feel important, these two cards. The Buddha and the Rose. You might want to look into the meanings of those. Mother Rose. Hello, Pile 2, this is your reading. Let's see what Spirit wishes to say to you with the Equinox. Oh, wow. Magic in 33. Brilliant card to have. Wand and intention. Okay, you can't get any more magical than that. You have magic and then a wand and intention. Wow, okay, you can. Crystal ball and clarity. Beautiful. The vision and owl. I'm seeing this as the womb space here. Some of you are birthing something completely new. I'm going to... Everything's a little bit askew. Pile 2. I'm being called to pull from lots of different decks today, so bear with me. I'm going to grab a couple of these water oracles to clarify. Silky, coming out of hiding, embrace who you really are. Yeah, you are coming out of hiding, Pile 2. I was feeling this energy of like, new me who this, you know, and the well maidens, kindness, respect, reverence and compassion, and it's because you've had so much love and compassion for yourself that you are being gifted the gift of more magic, Pile 2. And I knew this was going to come out for a pile, but I didn't know who. Plunge, don't hold back, it's time to go in, dive into your spiritual practices now, Pile 2, because you are being upgraded. And I'm hearing the Beyonce song Upgrade, and, you know, I have very mixed, well, I don't have mixed feelings about Beyonce. I know that she is part of something that is real dark right now, so I try not to tap into that energy. But some of you might really love Beyonce in this pile, which is why I've got the song. Let me upgrade you. Yeah, Spirit is saying, let us upgrade you. Let us upgrade you. And I think you already might be on a spiritual path. You might already be really deep into your spiritual gifts, psychic gifts, you know, these senses that we all have, but you've been tapping in for a real long time, but you're about to be, it's like next level, like an insane new level. And I think that's going to surprise you, Pile 2. There's going to be a whole new layer of everything that is beyond magic that you could have even thought possible. Yeah, after the rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, and acceptance. And this came out in another pile as well. You're allowing yourself to see your worth, Pile 2. The mystic rose, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity and grace. Yeah, you're a super humanitarian, Pile 2. And your teams are saying that it's time to just look at life in a whole new way, in a whole new fabric of existence, because we are walking into the new age. It is a new dawn. Different dimensions are opening up like never before. And I think you've done something recently. You've done a lot of womb clearing. You might have literally just given birth, or very recently. Or you might have put a down payment on something to help you build a family. And that's been the gigantic shift that has happened. You've decided you wanted to birth something new. And, you know, this might just be wanting to be you deeper, wanting to know yourself deeper. But you've been on this journey for such a long time, and now you're being gifted this next layer, this next chapter. And through this equinox, just tune into the magic of you. Tune into what you know, and then ask to be shown a little bit deeper. Do what you know, and then ask for more clarity. Ask to be shown things one step deeper. And then you will start to see the shifts. You will start to see the difference in your practices. You will start to see the energetic shifts within you. And, you know, you might have gone through a lot of ascension symptoms recently, and you didn't know what was happening. I think they felt very different to where you've been in previous times. So now you are starting to realize that, oh no, wait, that bit that everyone has been speaking about, this new layer of life, this new layer of earth, you're starting to understand that yes, it is opening up, because you feel it and you've been sensing it. And I don't want to cover your cards, Pile 3. There's something in the colors of the oracles that I've laid out for you already. I I don't know how to describe this, but it's almost like the codes have been locked into my mind just by looking at your cards. It's like I can see your blueprint, pile 2. I can see your energetic codes, and I can see where spirit, your galactic teams, things from all kinds of dimensions are locking you in to the next new grid. I'm seeing this as like grid form. I can see your angelic crystalline body is what I'm being told specifically, and it's like new layers are being added, new rods are being added, which is like new skills to your bow in this physical dimension. I hope that makes sense what I'm trying to say. So you're being given new fiddlesticks. Anyway, so it's like you're adding to your spiritual resume is what I want to share. Yeah, oh my gosh, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you are exploring new gifts that you are being it's not necessarily given, because I think you've done a lot of these things in different lifetimes, but you haven't tapped into those lifetimes yet. So with a lot of this like water energy, so like from like Atlantis, I'm hearing from Egypt, from walking in the Himalayas, that's really important to someone. There's teachings from walking in the Himalayas. It's going to be really important for your journey. And we've got the Hierophant here. It's like you're mastering your energetic body, pile 2. And you're going to be so happy, pile 2. Once all of this comes in, you're going to be so happy. There is a balancing act that's having to happen right now with regards to your mental, emotional, and physical body. You are having to really keep yourself in divine flow, in divine balance, so that you can receive all that you are supposed to receive. And I think start to get really quiet, pile 2. I'm feeling like this real sultry energy coming into me. And with this Selkie here, I'm reading that as silky. So it's almost like imagine yourself to be like water, to be like silk. We've got rain from the rose deck, and we've got Mother Mary as well next to the next to the water oracle. So there is something in that water energy, that sacred energy, that real slow, divine, intuitive energy. With magic here, it's like I'm being drawn to Mars as well. So that's important for someone. So you might want to look into where your Mars placement is and how that relates to being able to counterbalance that energy, to tap into something that is a little bit more in flow for you. Pile 2. There is a whole new way of living that you are stepping into that you weren't aware of yet. I think you didn't think that you were capable of being this slow. You didn't think you were capable of, it's almost like falling in love with yourself and with life this deeply again, but you really are. And I think you know this, pile 2. I've just got a massive smile come across my face, because I think now that I've said the words, you understand what is happening in your journey. You understand that you are starting to just appreciate everything in a whole new way, and you will love it. You love it. You realize you love life, pile 2. Oh, that's so cute. It's like you realize that you love life. Yeah, oh my gosh. And I've shuffled and I've got the 10 of Cups again. That's what you've been asking for, that you didn't know you were asking for, pile 2. You've been wanting to fall back in love with life, and you have. And your teams are saying this has been the gift that has been given back to you that you couldn't see. You enjoy life, pile 2. At some point you didn't want to be here, and now you enjoy all of it, all the aspects of life. You turned all of this shadow down here into this rainbow. So you might be part of the LGBTQIA community, and it's like you have a whole new lease on life. Allow that to be, pile 2. Allow that to be your truth. Allow that to be this wisdom that you've grown this lifetime. You've learned to love you and life again. What a beautiful gift. What a beautiful incarnation to have, to decide, I really want to understand what it's like to fall in love with life, to be here, to be human. If that resonates for some of you, you might resonate as being a starseed or something else. You've put so much weight down, pile 2. And not only just by wanting to fall back in love with life, I think you took on a lot of karma. A lot of karma from your ancestors, and I think you've helped out a lot of people this lifetime, Pleiadu. You're a very expansive soul, and this might surprise you, but you've had a lot of contracts. I'm not even hearing, it's not even like karmic contracts. I think you just decided to help out a lots of souls, Pleiadu. You were just like, okay, I'm going down for this, but that means I have, this much room, and you were like, I'm gonna do it. And I think, where we go back to, everyone was kind of like, are you sure that you want to take on this much? And you said, no, I can do it. And you've done it, Pleiadu. That's the bit that you're not seeing, that you're going to start to see through the equinox, through whatever season that is for you, northern or southern hemisphere. You're going to start to see that you've learned to enjoy life again and love yourself. And because of that, you're going to receive more gifts to be able to help others enjoy their lives just as much as you enjoy yours. And it's going to be a slow life, Pleiadu. It's not going to go quickly. It's going to be slow. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be steady. You're going to feel safe. You're going to feel beyond safe, Pleiadu. It's like you're going to feel a safety like you've never felt before with this Mother Mary here holding this heart. It's like everyone is holding you in their arms right now, Pleiadu. And this is also something that you can't see yet, is that so many people love and adore you. You've just been concentrating on the people that don't. And it's okay. Not everyone is here to love us, to like us. They should respect us, but even that doesn't always happen. And that's where you've been concentrating your focus on the places, spaces, and people that don't, like you or love you, Pleiadu. But look around. Look at how many people absolutely cherish every bit of who you are and love you for just being you. So allow that to be your truth. Allow that to be this next phase, this next journey. Just concrete in more of you and more of what you love, Pleiadu. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. If you would like an extended reading with me, Pleiadu, do not hesitate to reach out. But you have so much coming, Pleiadu, as well. That's what I'm hearing. You have so much coming, and you're just not expecting this. And it's a massive gift from your teams of light because they love you. Hello, Pile 3, this is your reading. Let's see what Spirit wishes to say to you. First card that I've got for you is the Beloved. Number 5, the Beloved. A theme and boundaries. Ouija board and caution. Okay. I never feel happy when this card comes out. The Mirror. Okay, I've suddenly just gone incredibly cold, Pile 3. Please be careful, Pile 3, with whatever you're doing right now. There's something that you're working with that is, that's deathly, I think, Pile 3. Wow. Yeah, there's Pile 3, you might have conjured up something that you don't want to be around anymore. Metamorphosis. And this is only going to resonate for some. So please do not take this if this is not your message. But there is something around you that shouldn't be around you. Yeah, inner truth. And that's the truth that you're missing, Pile 3. With the number 7 there. And this owl was important. This owl is incredibly important, and metamorphosis. That's going to mean something to someone. Yeah. But you're alchemizing dark energy right now, pile 3. But some of you, this is something you've inflicted on yourself. With the 38, yeah, it's like... Some of you have called something in, and now it's bound itself to you, and it shouldn't be there. And it's going to take a keen eye to see what shouldn't be there, pile 3. What is it that shouldn't be there? Something is around you that shouldn't be there. And like literally like seeing someone being staked in the heart. It's like, what is around you that shouldn't be there, pile 3? Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protect, and support. There is some divine masculine. Well, someone posing as a divine masculine that shouldn't be around you. Pile 3. The rose thread, inner calling soul, led the mystic, living courageously. And I'm seeing this as Mother Mary. And this reading has taken a massive turn. None of the other 2 piles have been like this. Rose without thorns. You have a right to your joy, peace, sweetness of life. Yeah. Something is trying to stop you from quantum jumping into love. Pile 3. Something around you is stopping you from jumping into love. And this is something it's like, yeah, you've called it in yourself with the Ouija board. You've called it in yourself, pile 3. And you will know if this is your pile, but you have the key to unlock yourself from all of this energy. There's something happening, pile 3, that you can't see. What is it that you can't see? I keep being told, what is it that you can't see? And please do reach out to me if you are in this pile, because I think that I will be able to help you. With the eyes here, yeah, I'm just being drawn to the eyes, the 6 of Swords. You're supposed to be walking away from things that aren't serving you. And some of you, it's like you're walking straight into it. Yeah, it's like you're walking straight into something. Or it's like you're seeing something as an option that's not an option. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles, another bird on there. And it's almost like I can't grab it. And I said that there was something... I said before sitting down to do this reading, it was like something was trying to stop me from telling someone something. And I could really feel the strong energy. Everything was kind of going wrong to be setting up for this reading, everyone. And I was like, what is happening? And it was like something was stopping me from sharing some message. And it's not for any other pile but this pile. With the 8 of Pentacles here, it's like something is stopping you from being creative. Pile 3. Who or what is it? Something's stopping you from being creative. And it's going to take great strength to pull through this energy. Pile 3. Yeah, 2 of Cups. Something's stopping you from having divine union. Yeah, I'm literally hearing with someone. What does this mean? What does this mean? Yeah, the moon. Something happened with the moon. Pile 3. Something happened with the moon. Who howled at the moon? Someone howled at the moon. Or someone asked the moon something. I don't know, pile 3. I'm really sorry. It's like I can't even grab what this is for you. Because I think this is something you're going to have to figure out yourself. With the 7 of Pentacles, this is like you right now. You're very confused. You don't know which way to turn. You don't know which way to look, but there is a snake. It's like there's a snake in the grass, pile 3. And then I was seeing this as, through when I'm looking through my camera, I'm seeing this as a sphinx. So in Egypt, look to Egypt for your answers, pile 3. And this is very cryptic, and now I understand why I was asked to have another pile selection, because yeah, this energy is strange, pile 3. This energy is so strange, and I just keep being drawn to the owl and to the metamorphosis of this. And for the longest time, I've wanted a moth cycle tattoo. So I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on, pile 3. But I've been thinking about a metamorphosis tattoo, and I'm being told to share that. But there's something going on that's strange, pile 3. I don't know what else to tell you, but say, yeah, face your fear. That's all that your teams are saying. They're saying face your fear. Look it right in the eye, pile 3. But something's going to happen, and you have to not choose fear, pile 3. And I think this is connected to love. Yeah, the beloved. The stake in the heart. I just kept seeing a stake in the heart. But I honestly don't know, pile 3. I can't figure out what's going on. And, massive apologies to me, but I trust Spirit, I trust your teams, I trust my teams, and there is something around you. Yeah, my heart, I feel like I'm being stabbed in the heart right now, pile 3. It's like there is something that is like real painful. Like look at your pain, pile 3. Face your pain. What is it? You have to face your pain so that you can set yourself free. And that's all I'm getting, pile 3. And like I said, if you do want to reach out and speak to me and work with me, please do, because I think I can help you. Because I can't grab anything else, pile 3, which is very strange. But I knew there was some weird energy going on before I sat down for this reading, and I understand now it's for your pile. So please, 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 if you do feel that call, please do reach out to me, because I will be able to help you figure something out, pile 3. But with this Ouija, whenever I see this card come out and caution, it's like some of you, you've done something, you've called something in that shouldn't be in your life, and you have to get rid of it, pile 3. You have to get rid of it. So please do reach out to me if you feel that calling. No charge on that. I feel called to share as well, pile 3. But sending you so much love, so much light. It's like I can't even send out like a light of protection for you, because you have to do it for yourself, pile 3. It's like I wanted to send out something to help protect you, but you have to protect yourself, pile 3. Look into practices to help cleanse your energy. Taking salt baths is a great one. I've done a lot of dark energy transmutation. There is a meditation that I'm going to place in your pile as well, and I've done this for the past few weeks. It's a dark energy and entity removal. You might want to start putting salt around your doorways, around your bed as well, to keep out any negative energy. But there is something not of the usual happening right now, pile 3. That's all I'm getting. So please be safe, pile 3, and please, please, please do reach out to me if that feels aligned for you. Hello everyone, so this is a mystery pile. I've just had an incredibly strange reading for pile 3. So I feel like this is to make up for that, for those that might have found themselves in pile 3. But I've got different decks to be pulling in today, and I brought in 2 stones that I see as my dragon egg stones, and that felt important, so I brought in the dragon deck as well. So I'm going to shuffle from the dragon oracle and see what wants to come through as a message for you. 21 and resilience, finding your limits. And we've also got 7 and effort, conquer your demons. I'm going to pull 3. Pull 3? Yeah, I was seeing this as that card. So 2 and dominance, believing in yourself. You're having to dig real deep right now, pile 4. You're having to dig real deep to understand you a lot better. Istibus, angel of divination. It's like you're coming into alignment to being an alchemist this lifetime, pile 3. You might consider yourself to be a witch or a warlock or someone that divinates often. Sound elf, an angel of new life. And you're having to really get to know your soul. And I think this is something you've been avoiding. Yeah. Material and angel of rain, and the imagery on these cards is always real dark to me, and at one point they didn't seem dark, but now they do, and they're beautiful just as they are. Wow, that final card, I really want it to come out. Fanuel, an angel of truth. Yeah, you're seeking your own truth right now, pile 3. So yeah, you might have come from pile 3 to pile 4 as your confirmations, but you're seeking truth. You are also seeking, right eye and Chokhama. I don't use these cards often, pile 3, so pile 4, so forgive me. But yeah, you are seeking truth and wisdom, and that's exactly where you are supposed to be. And I think you might resonate with darker energies and entities over anything else, pile 3, right? I keep saying pile 3 because I'm used to it, but also I think this is the attachment to, something that isn't there. Who are you, pile 4? Who are you truly? In your heart, who are you? Not your past pain, not your trauma. Who are you? And I think this is something you've been missing this lifetime. You've been, walking through life from a pain-led space, and, a lot of people do this. A lot of souls do this. But at some point in our journey, we have to say no. And this is where I have been, pile 4, I was really living in my shadow. I was really living in a lot of crippling pain, emotional baggage, inner turmoil, the most amount of inner turmoil. And I thought, I don't know how I'm going to make it through. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to enjoy life. I don't know how to be normal. I felt like I didn't know how to be like everyone else was just being. And I felt really unhappy for the longest time. And at some point I had to just look inside and say, where is all of this coming from? And that has sent me on a real expansive journey down into spirituality that I wasn't expecting, but it's taken me years and layers, going to therapy, doing all sorts of different practices to finally get to this bit. And I think that is something that is missed, that, to step into a spiritual practice, you have to know yourself, because there is a lot of things out there that want to trick, that want to harm, that want to keep us all stuck, because that is a narrative that is being played out by the wider side of life right now. They don't want any of us to be happy. And this has been something that has been shown to us time after time after time. It's hidden in plain sight, and this is a lot of where my work is looking into the media, looking into spaces of darkness and where that might be trapping people. And we can decide to reside wherever we like. And there's a lot of people out there that live in the darkness, step in the darkness, but also work for the light at the same time. So where is it that you are residing right now? Are you doing things to harm yourself? Are you doing things to harm others? Can you even see the difference between the two? Is this self-sabotage? Is this not letting others love you. Because that is a way to hurt someone else, is to not let them love you, pile 2. That feels like a real strong message to someone. What we think to be dark energy, devil energy, can often be things that are so simple, so small, but in the grand scheme of things, completely detrimental. Self-sabotage is one of the most demonic energies out there, and that is one of the worst things that you could possibly ever do to one's soul this lifetime, is self-sabotage your own soul's truth, your own soul's gifts, your own soul's light. And you can pray to darkness still and still be in the light. I've had a lot of conversations with Lucifer, who I call L. And he isn't of pure darkness. He has to work within both sides of that realm. And something I haven't shared yet, but I was going to share it I'm going to be sharing it in a separate video. And part of Lucifer's manifesto is that, he only lets people experience pain that have chose to experience pain this lifetime. He doesn't let anyone near others that, haven't chosen to be experiencing that pain. And that's why he started to work with me, because I've been hopping into timelines where, this free will has been taken over by even more expansive energies and entities out there. And, they've been trapping souls in other spaces. And this is getting really expansive, and this might not be exactly what you believe in, but I'm trying to put it into a context where you can understand, just how much is out there in life. And it completely blew my mind. I felt like I'd lost my mind. I felt like I was going insane for the longest of time before stepping into, my soul's knowing, because I was like, this can't be real. Like, I don't know what is going on. How can I now hear spirit? How can I now speak to, extraterrestrial beings? How can I not be fully human? But I knew it. My soul knew it. And I, at some point I've just been like, this makes the most amount of sense to me. I see it, I feel it, and I experience it. Like, I get it. I understand. And my whole life has been chaotic and painful because I wasn't living in my soul's truth. And as soon as I started to live in my soul's truth, as soon as I started to let it rain, let the tears fall, and take back my own power, have some dominance over my own life, that's when I started to feel happiness. That's when I started to be able to touch, light again, to be able to live life again. And to become into the full capacity of my spiritual gifts. You're being asked to look at your shadow. You're being asked to look at your pain. You're being asked to look into the darkness and where you can find light in that darkness. And this is going to test some of you. This is going to test you, some of those that, feel like they only resonate with darkness. Why? You can have both. I love being in darkness. I was so ready for autumn to be coming. Like, I love the sunshine, but I was like, oh gosh, autumn, October time, all of that stuff is actually where my soul feels the most at home. And that's my truth, I resided in the dark for that long that the darkness does feel like home, but also now does the light. And I think a lot of the time we take this as religion, but it's nothing to do with that. This is just like energy. I work in the parameters of energy. So think of it as that. Forget religion. Forget whose God is what God, if anything. Just work within energy, because we can all agree that energy exists, It works our microwaves. It works our electrical devices. Like, this is what makes it so crazy to me that people are like, what are you talking about all the time? It's like, I'm just talking about energy. That is all I'm speaking about. And I'm being called to show these eggs, and I didn't feel like I wanted to, because they're very personal and special to me. And this one has like a little eye, which I always see as the eye of Mordor, which is going to be significant for someone. But there's strength. There is such strength within you. And that's why the darkness wants to keep a hold over you, pile 3. Because it's gaining so much from you being in pain. Perpetual pain, I'm hearing. So don't let it win. You think you're winning. You think you are in control by looking away from the light, and you're not. And I literally put this in a post on my Instagram, and I think people misconstrued what I say a lot of the time because it's distortion to you. You can't look at the light. I understand that. But start looking within you and finding your own light, because it exists at your core. No one is evil. No one is truly evil. Light and dark have to exist. And you can still stay in the darkness, pile 4. You don't have to step into a light, into, you know, a religion or anything. You just need to step into lightness. That's what I want to say. Lightness of life. You know, joy of life. But I think there's a lot of things around you that are pulling you back into pain, into past trauma, into past... it's choking you. Something is literally choking you to death, pile 3. And you have to stop it. You have to stop this pain. You have to take ownership for yourself. I'm literally seeing someone like stand on a nail through their foot. That might be a scene in a movie or something that's significant for someone, or you feel like there's a thorn in your foot, thorn in your side, thorn in your foot. And yeah, these readings have taken a very different turn today, and I knew that they were going to, but in particular 3 and 4, piles 3 and 4, there is something going on. And please, 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 I will reiterate again, please do reach out to me if you're feeling that calling to work with me, to understand this a little bit better and where you might be in your life right now, because I think you're literally being run in circles by something that is wanting to keep you trapped, pile 4. But I think any more than this right now, you'll want to switch off from me. You won't want to hear what I've got to say, and I understand that. But look at this figure. Start using symbols. I think some of you work with symbols, with sigils. Start understanding them more and be calling in light of those darker aspects. But like, this is you. You're being bound behind the scenes to more darkness when actually you want to be looking at more light. And look at this. This isn't pure white light. This is magic. This is like, you know, this is still dense energy. You're just stepping into something that isn't going to be painful for you, pile 3. And please hear me when I say this. You are in pain somewhere, are you not? You cannot deny that. So step away from the things that are causing you pain. It is as simple as that. And be truthful and honest with yourself. If you can't be with anyone else, look in the mirror and say, I am in pain, I am suffering, and I don't want to suffer anymore. And call upon whoever you believe in right now to help you through that pain. This can be darker energies, darker entities. And, you know, call them in the highest of light, because they should still be able to show up for you in the highest of light. And if they can't, that's when you know. That's when you know something is awry, because anything of darkness understands the light, pile 4. Anything of darkness understands the light. So any being that can't step forward and speak to you about the light, they are not what you think they are. Hear me when I say that. They are not what you think they are. And this little rose, there's like a flower here, and I was hearing about chrysanthemum, so that's going to be significant for someone. But I'm going to pull a Mother Rose card as a final sacrament I'm hearing. It's like, yeah, it's very, everything is very, it feels like a ritual with this pile. Wow. The child within. Inner mother, innocence, gentleness, and tenderness. Yeah, you have to reach your inner child, pile 4. And I couldn't pull that through. And that's where your pain is coming from, your inner child. You have to work with your inner child. You have to let them in. You know, speak to them. I have pictures up of me from when I was, you know, younger, and I speak to her. And I know this sounds woo-woo, I know this might sound strange and not something you've ever done before, but start speaking to your inner child. Start looking at the things that made you really upset as a child. And looking into that and saying, you know, you are safe now, you are with me. You need to bring your inner child into alignment with you, because that's going to bring that light back from your heart space. You think you have a heart of darkness and you don't, pile 4. And something that happened to me recently, I was putting away a lot of dark energy on this journey. My heart was completely caked in black, like, I don't know, dew, gunk, something. And I was pulling it away until eventually, you know, my heart turned into complete gold. And then recently, as I've been working with Lucifer, as I've been aligning with these dark energies, there's been a layer of darkness that's encapsulated my heart, and I felt like I had to be pulling it away, and my teams of light were saying, you can't, because This is you. This is who you are, and this is your protection. And actually, I feel the most amount of me now that I've been given this black layer back around my heart, because I resided in the dark too. I was forged by fire somewhere. This is something that Lucifer has kept hammering into me. I was forged by fire somewhere. I love the darkness. I loved it so much. I didn't want to get out, and I had to. I crawled my way out, and it's been painful, powerful. I've crawled from the gates of hell and back to still be here, and I know that you have to. So keep fighting. You can't even see that you're in a fight right now, Pile 4. I think that's what is happening. You're in the belly of the beast. You're in the grips of the darkness right now, that you can't even see how much you're in pain, Pile 4. So call in your inner child. Call in this motherly essence. Call in a mother from somewhere. Maybe you didn't have a strong mother figure in your life. Call in a mother essence. This might be the Rose. Call in Mother Rose as an energy, as an entity. Ask her to be your mother. And I think this is going to make sense to you somewhere, Pile 4. But please watch this reading again. And please, 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 I'm literally begging you, contact me if you feel like you want to work with me, because I can help you, Pile 4. But that's all that I have to share today. Please do take care, Pile 4. I'm sending so much love, so much light and darkness to you in the light. And yeah, I know that you will make it through this pain, through this torment. And yeah, you can do it, Pile 4, is what I want to say. Go easy, rest well, and be vigilant. Because these things are not going to want you to step into the light. You will start to see things happen. These things will start to get angry and agitated. You will start to see this in your surroundings, in your life. Be prepared for battle, Pile 4, is what I want to say. And I'm here to help you. I'm here to do this behind the scenes through October. I've been told to keep my schedule free so I can be doing a lot of energy work behind the scenes. But if you need me, let me know, Pile 4. Message me. I will send you my energy. I will come and help fight whatever this is with you, Pile 4. That's all I have for today. Please do take care. So much love from me to you.